There you go. Yeah, fake it till you make it. I love it. I can dream as I speak. But anyway, thank you for joining us today. Super excited for you to chat with our awesome um, travel advisors from coast to coast, which is
Hello. Oh, Jermaine, we
great.
got Nova
Who do we?
Scotia. We got all of the
Nova
Canadian
Scotia.
travel agents coming in from all over Canada.
Yeah. Hi, Alicia. So great. Wow. Nova Scotia, beautiful place in the summer.
They're here to see
Wouldn't mind
you
being
all.
there. Oh, lots of high fives.
High
Okay,
five. Hi,
where's
Karen. There's
from
Carla.
Mississauga?
Mississauga,
Well, I think
Excellent.
we have a lot of our,
Sarah.
Ottawa, Ajax.
Wow.
Ajax.
Wow.
well,
I
we have a
feel
lot
like,
of our spoiled
yeah.
agents coming in now. So I think I'm going to get started because I know
Are you?
they're joining us, whether it's over their lunch or whether it's their
Hey.
coffee break. So, Carrie, you have always bring a great crowd with you. So we're really excited today to talk a lot about these great things that we can all do in St. Martin because you always bring some great guests. But I'd like to start with my name is Susan Koyman from Spoiled Agent. We have our very, very good friend of ours from here at Spoiled Agent, Carrie. And Carrie is account manager for St. Martin Tourism Bureau, represented by Fox International. So thank you so much, Carrie, for joining us again.
Oh, you're welcome.
And Carrie, I know you brought some guests because you are always so good at bringing amazing
Yes.
guests. Who'd you bring today?
Well, firstly, thank you, Susan, for having us today. We love you, Spoiled Agent, and thank you to all of the agents for joining because we know how busy you are. But we're in such for such a treat today. We have some serious Canadian content with our two island partners who have joined us today. I'll let them tell their Canadian stories, but firstly, we have Apolline Gaignard, who's the Director of Sales for Sotheby's International in St. Martin and St. Martin. And then we have Carla, who is the co-founder, and I love this, Head of Guest Happiness for Renegade's Luxury Catamaran Charters. So they're going to tell you all about the fabulous products that they have that you through your spoiled agent rates and also your clients can enjoy in St. Martin. So anyway, super pumped to be here.
Yes, and us too. And we're so excited for these great experiences because you always bring something new and different and a little bit outside the box because everyone doesn't want cookie cutter when they go to this beautiful island and they want
No
something,
way.
I want something fun and ex a great experience. So
Absolutely.
all right, so we're live on Facebook, we're live on Zoom, we're live on LinkedIn, and we're live on YouTube. So our friends over here on Facebook, because I see there's quite a few already, please make sure I know a lot of you, like Leon and Cal, Stephanie, etc. They've all added their emails into the comments. Please make sure you do that. That is only for our friends on Facebook. If you're joining us here on Zoom, we have you. You've registered, we've got you covered, so not to worry. But I'm also going to record the session, and we have Brett. Hello, Brett from PEI. Hello,
Oh,
Brett.
wow. Nice.
Ethel, Liz, we got the whole crew here. Everyone's always here for you, Carrie.
All
So
right.
I know you've got some exciting news. We're going to drop a crumb that you have to stay on to the question period at least to hear a big announcement from Carrie. But we're going to talk
Whoop,
about that
whoop.
after. However, it just keeps going because Carrie, you've been so generous today. Then you're giving away a $100 gift card to a lucky spoiled agent that stays on to the question period. You don't
You
have
bet.
to necessarily ask a question, but please, you have to stay on to the question period. Which also, I know, look at, they love it. All the hearts, the loves, the emojis, they're going crazy for you, Carrie.
All
So
right.
just please, everyone, if you have a question and you're on Zoom, please only add them to the Q&A. We're going to keep the Q&A just for that. We're going to keep the chat, I say, for the oohs and the ahs. And of course, Facebook, I'll check in with you guys if you have a question as well. Okay. So I see we've got Newfoundland in the house on Facebook. We've got Toronto. We've got the GTA, PEI, just to name a few. So this
Wow.
is fantastic. So what we're going to do is at this point, I want to thank everyone for joining us. And I'm actually going to share my screen. And you guys all let me know if you can see my screen in just a quick moment. And
All right. Almost. Yes. Can totally see it, Susan. It looks great.
okay, great.
Okay. So are we ready to rock? Should I take it away, Susan?
Ready to rock.
Okay. Well, firstly, this is just planting a little bit of a seed for the announcement at the end of our webinar. Pack your bags. But welcome to St. Martin. You can switch slides, please, Susan. Susan's manning the slides today. This is an aerial view of St. Martin, and many of you, I'm sure, have been there. For those of you who haven't, hopefully you have the opportunity to visit sometime soon. But St. Martin it's just a little slice of heaven. And actually, it feels a bit like St. Martin for me today here with summer in Toronto, but without the ocean view and the nice sea breeze. But this will be a very quick review on how to get to St. Martin and an update, and then I am going to pass the baton to our lovely island partners. So getting to the island, firstly, before I get those details out for you, you see people jumping toward a plane. That is the famous Maho Beach shot where people go to Maho Beach to try and touch the belly of an airplane as it's either taking off or landing. So that's a must do that was made famous on Instagram and is super fun. But hang on to your hats if you're there. But getting to St. Martin, it's really easy. We have great lift from Canada, and you'll see in this next shot how you land. We have that's the runway that you fly over Maho Beach onto that runway, and it is exciting with ocean views and mountain views as you're coming onto the island or about to land. But we have lift for this summer with WestJet. Well, WestJet and Sunwing, now all WestJet. And moving into seasonal lift, Air Canada has expanded their schedule out of Montreal and Toronto, as well as WestJet has lift out of Toronto and Montreal, and of course Air Transat, starting all end of October through till the end of April. So an easy peasy 4-hour, 50-minute flight from both Montreal and Toronto, depending on the winds. And once you do that beautiful landing, the great news is over the last few years, since 2017, Princess Juliana has been rebuilding their arrival and departures terminal, and they have been open and fully operational for almost a year now, and they are gorgeous. So you and your clients will have an excellent experience when you arrive and also when you depart. But just a friendly reminder, last fall, we launched a new entry form is required to visit St. Martin, but it's really easy. You go online, there's no cost, you fill out the information, and you don't get a confirmation number or something that you have to show. It's all attached to your passport, so it's easy peasy. Anyway, so St. Martin, how else can you get there? Fly or big cruise port, as you know. And the great news is with cruising, once somebody goes on a cruise, our stats say that they're apt to return to St. Martin for vacation, and super opportunities for pre and post cruise vacations, because there's a number of ships that home port in St. Martin as well. So cruising is growing, and a perfect way to visit St. Martin. So, as you know, a real great benefit is twice the Caribbean, a little French, a little Dutch, 2 countries in one. So you don't need to go anywhere else. This island, 96 kilometers-ish, packs a real punch. And there's no passports required going across the border between the French and Dutch side, but there are some differences, as many of you know. They speak French, speak English across the island, but French is very apparent on the French side, and they use euros as well as US dollars for currency. On the Dutch side, primarily English speaking, but again, US dollars. And there is a new local currency, the Caribbean guilder, but US dollars are accepted accepted readily. Anyway, it's really fun to cross the border. It's a great photo op. You'll see the next slide. These are just taken by me driving around the island because it's very easy to rent a car and buzz around the island, but you can stop at the different border crossings and take a photo op. The one on the left, 1 foot in the Netherlands, 1 foot in France, and you see the signs, welcome to St. Maarten and bienvenue St. Maarten. So anyway, two countries in one. So why Canadians love St. Maarten? There's so many reasons, and I won't get into them all now. Otherwise, our Apolline and Carla won't have a chance to present. But one of the major things that strikes me every time I go to St. Maarten is it's safe and the locals are friendly, and we encourage people to leave where they're staying to go out and eat and tour and have fun with the locals. There's a really great art and culture scene. It's I like to call it a tossed salad of over 100 different cultures on the island of St. Maarten, but there really is something for everybody, whether you're 5 or 95. And also something to consider for this season, even more so than maybe last season, is people, they tend to go average stay 7 to 10 days, but there's a really great opportunity for the longer stay market for people who want to go live like a local. There's fabulous grocery stores, and you can get involved in the local community. And even summer in St. Maarten. Think about that for last minute travelers this summer or even next summer. Forget the cottage, just head to St. Maarten and hang out on the sea. Anyway, I am going to pass the baton to Apolline to tell you about how you can live like a local for a week, 2 weeks, 3 months with all of their fabulous villa and condo, apartment, etc. properties that once you see some of them, I guarantee you're going to want to check them out for yourselves. And if I go and stay in one of these villas, I swear I'm going to stow away and live like a local permanently. So over to you, Apolline.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Carrie and Susan, for this great opportunity to present our offerings in St. Maarten today. Quick introduction, as Carrie mentioned, my name is Apolline. I am from the island of St. Maarten. I was born and raised here. And I actually lived in Canada for about 12 years, so I also do feel like I'm a Canadian. I'm happy to be your main point of contact for any questions that you have related to the island. We are present on both the French side and the Dutch side of the island. Like Carrie mentioned, you know, it's an island, but 2 countries. Each side really offers a unique experience. The Dutch side is very upbeat, dynamic, lots of outdoor bars, nightclubs, casinos. It's quite festive. The French side has everything that you would find in France with the ocean at your side, great restaurants in Grand Cas, Orient Bay, and a great place to disconnect from the rest of the world. Next. To give you a bit of an overview of who we are, Leslie Reed is the owner and founder of the company, and she founded the company over 25 years ago under Pierre Caraïbe. We do both sales and vacation rentals, and with the success of our company under Pierre Caraïbe in 2014, Leslie decided to join the Sotheby's International Realty Network, really to expand our global reach. With the success in St. Maarten, we are also present in Anguilla. On the island of St. Maarten to date, we have over 75 properties available for rent, in which 48 are exclusively managed and operated by our company. That means you will only find these villas through our company today. And we also provide the full concierge services that your clients or yourselves would find in any hotel. We have a greeter at the airport who will meet you or your clients on arrival and take you directly to the villa, where our guest experience team will meet you on property, will provide you a full orientation of the property, and they are here to assist with every need that you would need on island, including restaurant reservations, activities, boat excursions with Carrie, and as well as in-villa massages. We do in-villa car rental deliveries, and I could go on with the list, but we are really here to assist you and your clients 24/7. A bit of an overview with this map here. We have an office located on the Dutch side of the island and an office located on the French side of the island. The majority of our properties are located in Terbasse. It is a residential gated community, really known for its privacy and exclusivity. And then on the Dutch side, we have a number of properties, included properties in Simpson Bay, in Indigo Bay, in Oyster Pond as well. Pricing is quite easy for you to share with your clients. We operate on 3 seasons. So we have our low season pricing, our high season pricing, and our Christmas and New Year pricing. You can see we are currently in low season, and our weekly starting rates start at $2,800 US per week. Of course, we do have a nightly rate available, and we do typically have minimum length of stays of 4, 5, or 7 nights, depending on the time of year. All of our properties include housekeeping services. It does vary by property, but typically it is Monday through Saturday, for the exception of Sundays. With all villa bookings, we do provide a complimentary welcome amenity on arrival and a round-trip airport transfer to and from the airport to get to the villa. Our rates are subject on island to 10% tax and service fee. Next. A great promotion that we do have currently, as you know, we are in our summer season and fall season, which is our shoulder season, and we are offering all of your clients a 10% discount on a number of our villas. Booking window is up until November 10th, pardon me. Traveling dates until November 15th for with a minimum stay of 5 to 7 nights. We will share this link with you so that you can see and view all the properties that are available for discount. We also have a fantastic agent promotion, and we'd love to welcome you on the island, where we are able to propose a 20% discount on our villa bookings for you to really experience our products, as well as the island if you haven't traveled here. And while on island, of course, schedule a site visit of our various properties that are available so that you can really get a feel and sense of what our villa products and services are all about. A bit of our properties in images. You will see here, these 4 properties are located on the French side. We have villas ranging from 2 up to 13 bedrooms, depending on the group size. We also have different rates available, even if there are 7 bedrooms. For example, Le Caprice is a 7-bedroom villa, but we do provide rates for 5 bedrooms if you have 10 travelers, for example. Our properties are all located in exceptional locations and are inspected by our teams prior to being listing. They must meet a number of requirements in order to be part of our portfolio, including having a private pool and all the required amenities. You can see the bottom villa, Chateau des Palmiers. It is a 10-bedroom estate, and it is fully staffed as well. We have villas that are fully staffed and include chef services and villa managers and so forth. And on the next slide here, we do have our beautiful villas located on the Dutch side of the island. We have locations like Shore Point, where we have a number of villas that are right by the border of the French side, very close to Marigot. We have villas in Indigo Bay, ranging from 6 to 8 bedrooms, and villas in Oyster Pond as well. On the next slide, you will see our villas that are fully serviced. Loisy, Château d'Épernier, Le Rêve have staff on site that are really here to be your client's main point of contact during your client's stay. A number of our villas also include chef services, and they do vary depending on the villa and time of year, the meals per day. Alternatively, if the villas do not have a chef or a dedicated chef to the villa, of course, our concierge team is here to book any chef services for your clients during their stay, including a brunch in the villa, a local barbecue with incredible grilled lobster or freshly caught fish. So we are really here to book all these services for your clients. On the next slide, you will see that some of our villas include tennis courts, fitness centers, and we go as far as on the next slide that you can see some of our villas even have spa amenities, including a sauna, including massage tables available. Of course, if the villa doesn't supply the massage tables, our therapists and partners come with all the equipment in order to provide in-villa services. We do have access for agents on our website to make it very easy for you to see availability and pricing. You do need to register, and I will share this link with you where you can register on our website, and you can simply, once approved, input travel dates, the number of persons traveling, and the number of bedrooms, and see all the availability that we have, as well as rates. The price is commissionable on the price prior to tax and service fee. And with that agent access, you can also have access to white labeled videos and be able to download all of our images for a given property. Any questions that you have, you will have my contact details. I'm happy to assist you and support you to find your client's dream vacation in Saint-Martin or St. Martin. Thank you all for joining, and we look forward to answering any questions at the end.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, Apolline. I just kind of want to move into that 10-bedroom villa situation and maybe even get a job there. It looks phenomenal. But I also really appreciated your just hearing the why St. Martin from an actual born and bred in St. Martin, and just great to hear from locals for our agent partners. So thank you. And so you do definitely want, when you're visiting travel advisors, to tour the island and set things up for your clients to do. When you see those villas, you think, why leave? But I have to say, on land is amazing, but on the water is just the most magical experience possible. And Carla, you just have such a great story as how you got to St. Martin. But before I pass the torch to Carla, I was in St. Martin with a group in December, and we had the privilege of being hosted on Renegades. Andre, Carla's husband, was the captain. Anyway, it was such a phenomenal experience. You'll see what we got to do when Carla goes through her presentation, but it was top notch, and I can recommend this all day long. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Carla.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on board, Carrie, and thank you so much for being such an advocate of ours and for St. Martin. So hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today, and thank you, Spoiled Agent, for having us. So I'm Carla, and together with my husband, Andre, we're the owners of Renegade's Luxury Catamaran Charters. We are your premier, all-inclusive private charter sailing the beautiful turquoise waters here in St. Martin, as well as the neighboring islands of Anguilla and St. Bart's. We offer private day sails for up to 16 guests and exclusive overnight getaways for 4+ guests aboard our beautiful catamaran Freedom. And, in St. Martin, there's so much to see and do. But as Carrie said, one of the best ways to explore the best that St. Martin has to offer, it's by getting out on the water. And there's no better way to do that than from the intimate comfort of your own private catamaran and to explore some of the island's 37 beautiful beaches, snorkeling spots, and protected nature reserves that are only accessible by boat, like Tintamarre and Pinnell Islands, Creole Rock, and some really beautiful spots. So there's so much to see and do. And, our guests often tell us that sailing with us ends up being the highlight of their time in St. Maarten, and that's wonderful. And they choose us, because they're looking for a private and more personalized experience to get out on the water on a luxury catamaran with all-inclusive dining and drinks and a customized itinerary that's really tailored just for them. Because when you're on vacation, really, isn't it all about just making time for yourself to relax, to reconnect, and ultimately reclaim what matters most? That's being present in the moment, being surrounded by nature's abundant beauty, and really just finding time to connect with your loved ones that you're on vacation with. And it's this itself that's the purpose behind Renegades that really inspired my husband and I to leave behind our lives and our careers in Canada and take with us our over 30 years of boating experience and really our passion and our love for entertaining to create something really special here in St. Maarten. And so why don't I take a moment now to bring you aboard and step into our turquoise world, and let me show you what a day aboard Freedom feels like. So this is our video.
I'm not afraid to live my dreams. I let go of the status quo to embrace the extraordinary, because I'm on a voyage of rediscovery to reclaim what matters most: health and happiness, love and connection. In this world, every moment matters, and the present moment is pure luxury. Paradise is my playground, and happy is my state of being. This is what freedom feels like. This is how I live. Because I'm a renegade at heart.
And I mean, even if it's just for a little while, we want all of our guests to feel like renegades, right, when they come sailing with us. And so Freedom is a 2022 power sailing catamaran that we had custom made to order with beautiful upgrades, luxurious teak decks. It has multiple lounge areas in the sun and shade. There's beanbag chairs up front on the trampoline. And we even have an upper deck, what we call meditation station, for a little blissful solitude. There's two queen-sized guest cabins for our overnight guests, which feature ensuite bathrooms as well as air conditioning. And we're fully self-sustainable as well and eco-friendly. We have solar panels on board, we're powered by wind, and we have a water desalination system. So really all the bells and whistles are on board, and that's especially great for our overnight guests for longer stays. All of our charters, like I said, are all inclusive with dining and drinks that we freshly prepare on board. And so we happily accommodate all dietary needs and preferences as well. So for day charters, for example, you're going to enjoy a breakfast and a grilled lunch on board, as well as afternoon tapas. And then our overnight charters, this is where we really design a custom menu specific to our guests' tastes, and we'll share that with them in advance and really work with them to tailor something really special. And that includes a daily breakfast, lunch on board, and a 3-course dinner. Of course, there's a premium open bar featuring top shelf spirits, delicious handcrafted cocktails, and we have a selection of wines as well as Prosecco, beer, mocktails, non-alcoholic beer, juices, and bottled water. And so, it's really important for us that our guests feel right at home when they come sailing with us. And so, as Carrie introduced, my husband, Andre, is the captain. And so Andre, as well as our head stew, Diane, who is actually also now our newly appointed commercial captain as well, are always on board to cater to our guests' every need. And like I said, our guests really, what they love about us, it's the vibe on board, and it's that laid back sort of luxurious vibe paired with, great hospitality that keeps our guests coming back and sailing with us again and again. And so every charter is really customized to what our guests want to do. So do you want to kick back and just chill and throw out the lily pad in a beautiful cove where you can just hang out for the day under the sun and sample your way down our cocktail list? For sure, that's your day. Or is your dream day, sailing around the whole island and really getting that kind of an experience where you want to really explore and discover? Well, each itinerary is really tailor-made for each guest. And for us, it's all about not getting places really quickly. It's about really that onboard experience and making that great for each guest every day. Everything is on board for our guests to enjoy the sun and sea. So all-inclusive amenities like beach towels and reef-safe sunscreen. We've got a paddle board, the lily pad, life jackets, noodles, infant to adult sizes, snorkeling gear. Really, the works are on board. So it's a turnkey experience for your clients when they come sailing with us. And so there's quite a few package options to choose from. So we have day charters that are departing on the Dutch side of St. Maarten. And we also service Anguilla as well. So if your clients are in Anguilla, our day charters also depart from Road Bay on the north side. And so, a day charter is a great complement to any luxurious vacation stay and kind of a must-do when you're on the island. And so think of it for, great family holiday, friends trips, milestone celebrations, even your small group incentives. As I said, we can host up to 16 guests on our day charters, and Freedom can comfortably accommodate that group size. Our multi-night charters and our overnight charters. Now, this is really something special, more of an intimate, custom getaway that's really like a boutique retreat. It totally transcends traditional cruising. So we do from one night up to 5 nights on board. This is ideal for small groups, couples, or small groups of 4. We could even accommodate up to 2. There's an additional pull-out, like in the salon, a pull-out couch there for families of maybe 3 to 4 children. So this is a really custom sailing getaway that we're designing specific to each of our guests. So think, island hopping within St. Maarten, Anguilla, St. Bart's, or even beyond. And so we work really closely to design the right itinerary just for our guests and what they're looking to achieve on their really custom holiday. So we will partner perks. So we want to partner with you, spoiled agents, and we offer commission on every booking. We offer 10% commission on bookings made through you. And similarly, we offer you a 20% trade industry discount anytime you'd like to come sailing with us yourself and experience firsthand what the Renegades experience looks and feels like. Booking is easy, and we can work with you and your preferences and your processes. So I'm your point of contact, Carla, and you can work with me directly, but you can also book directly online too on behalf of your clients. So it's fully e-commerce functional on our website to book any package, and you just indicate your details in the travel concierge section so we can attribute the booking to you. But of course, we're here to help you through every step of that process. Our contact information is there for you. All of our pricing is customer facing and commissionable, and you'll find that at sailrenegades.com. So thanks again for having us, and back over to you, Carrie.
Wow, well, I certainly am putting my hand up to be a renegade. And I saw some waves from Leslie Ann and Diane and Sarah, who were on board with me in December. And honestly, you just walk on board, and the second you step onto Renegade, you haven't even left the dock and you're taken away. Their list of cocktails and mocktails rival any fancy cocktail bar anywhere in the world. And Andre and Diane were on board when we sailed, and Andre was cooking, Diane was cooking, they were serving, like nothing was too much. They made it look so easy, just like they were hanging out with us. We had delicious food, music, hanging, dancing, swimming. And at the very end, I actually still dream of this. I smell something and I think, okay, this is weird. Have I had too many drinks? I smell chocolate chip cookies. And all of a sudden, I look and Diane has made chocolate chip cookies baked. I don't even bake at home in my kitchen in Toronto. So, anyway, it was a wonderful experience. So, thank you. And then after Renegades, going back to your villa and forget going out for dinner, just have a little charcuterie board whipped up by the ordered through the concierge or your chef and hang out. So, two beautiful, beautiful island partners. Thank you. And the fact that you both can relate to Canada, Carla and Andre being Canadian, and Apolline, you living in Canada, going to school and working. So that makes it extra special. But we're just going to go on to a couple more things because we will follow up with an email with contact information for these lovely ladies, etc. But are we on the resource slide yet?
Just one moment.
For some reason, I can't see, so you're going to have to
Yeah,
help me out with this.
there you go. I'm going to share again. I thought, sorry, one sec.
No problem. No problem. So, you know what? Yeah, being in St. Maarten now in the summer would be fantastic as well because it's lower season, not quite as busy, and fabulous weather. Well, fabulous weather all year round. But you travel advisors who are so awesome at what you do, there's so much to know, and I don't know how you do what you do and become experts in everything, which yeah, anyway, I'm in awe of you. But we have some resources that can be helpful for you. So the first link is a guide from the Hotel St. Maarten Hotel and Tourism Association, which goes through accommodation and different restaurants, etc., on the island. But the second link is something just to remember for high season from December to April. It's a link that will talk about local events happening by week, like happy hours, dancing lessons, just things going on the island in local spots. That's great if when you have a client who books St. Maarten and they're about to travel, just share this link with them and say, hey, when you're on island, go out and get involved, meet the locals, go to happy hour on the beach, etc. So that's super, as well as the Visit St. Maarten website. And of course, there's my contact information and our social handles, so reach out anytime. But I also hope that you have all signed up to become members of One Caribbean Canada. That's a great resource. It's a central resource for the Caribbean, where many, I think there's now 25, I may have this stat wrong, but 25 islands who are members. And basically it's not a booking site. It's information site, and there's a travel agent portal that you sign up for, and you get all sorts of inside tips. There's a great event calendar, PDFs you can share with your clients, and basically one-stop shop. Lots of great information on St. Maarten, and there's now a new long stay section. So please check out onecaribbean.com and sign up if you're not already signed up, because it is a super, super resource. But so what you've been waiting for is the big reveal. Drum roll, please, somebody. Oh, actually, not the big reveal quite yet. We have fabulous travel agent discounts on the Spoiled Agent site. So check those out. And you heard that you can go and experience one of Apolline's rentals or and a Renegade cruise. So come visit. But here is a fabulous opportunity for you to potentially get to St. Maarten. We're launching on July 14th a scavenger hunt with our friends at Spoiled Agent, and this is going to run from July 14th to August 24th, and you have an opportunity to win a 7-night, 8-day fam to St. Maarten, Dutch and French. So get your Dutch on, half Dutch, half French, so twice the Caribbean. And it includes air on WestJet from Toronto. And our FAMs are pretty much all inclusive. Obviously, things of a personal nature. You take care of yourselves, but this is going to be a really exciting opportunity. And next, when's the 14th? Monday, our first hint, scavenger hunt hint will be launched. So what you do is you go onto the Spoiled Agent scavenger hunt page and you'll see the question. You do a little digging, figure out the answer, submit your answer, and we'll do this for 6 weeks. And once you've answered all the questions, your names go into the draw to qualify for one of the 5 spots. So get excited. This is going to be a good one. And in the meantime, please just reach out to any of us with any questions. And St. Maarten really is a perfect destination for all ages. Once people go, I said they tend to repeat. And weddings, honeymoons, there's always events to market or to tell your clients to attend when they're in St. Maarten, whether they're music lovers, sailing lovers with the Heineken Regatta, they like dancing, carnival, you name it. There's always something going on land or at sea in St. Maarten. So I can't thank you enough for making the time on this July 10th, sunny summer day. And we really appreciate all of your support and thinking of St. Maarten for your clients, and also for participating in the scavenger hunt to try and get to St. Maarten.
Amazing, Carrie. And just as you were chatting, I hope it's okay. I've been popping in the links so they can go to the
Excellent.
Spoiled Agent Supplier page for St. Maarten. And how you do that is you go to spoiledagent.com and you go down to the tourist boards and you click on St. Maarten, and boom, you're going to see Carrie, the team. You're going to get contact information, agent rates, and all the information on Monday for this scavenger hunt. So it's,
Susan,
yes.
sorry to jump in, honestly. Really, remorse to just really want to thank Apolline and Carla again for making the time to participate with us today. I mean, it's our island partners that make the experience for you and your clients, and just their knowledge and what they have to offer is phenomenal. So thank you, ladies.
For sure. Amazing. And there's some questions for the ladies as well. So if the girls are okay to take it. Let's see here. The first one comes from Facebook and they're asking about the villa. Leon's asking, hi, Leon, is the villa rentals? I know you kind of talked about it, Apolline, but if you can maybe talk about the commission for the villa rentals.
That's right. I realized after I finished my presentation, I forgot the most important part, and that's the commission. So we do pay a 15% commission on all villa bookings all year round, on the price before taxes and service.
Okay, perfect. All right. And I just have to say personally, like, what a great combination today is. So we've got the island, we've got somewhere beautiful to stay, and then we have a great excursion to go to. So this is all like one perfect little bow wrapped up for me. I don't know about, and on Facebook, they're saying, I said in Facebook, I said, oh, I want to go. And then someone said, do you mind, Susan, if I go with you and your husband?
That'd be
That's
fun.
Sheila on Facebook. I'm like, okay. And then someone wrote, no, Sheila, no, you can't go with them. All right, so we just talked about the FAM opportunity. Sandra's asking on Zoom. Again, Monday is the big day where you can go on to Carrie's page and you can get all the great resources we're talking about today as well on there. So not just the scavenger hunt, but everything as well. So Sandra, just go to spoiledagent.com. You can take a little look today as well. The links have all been popped in as well. Judy on Zoom is asking, what is the name of the site with all the info about all the different islands? I'm not sure.
Oh, One Caribbean Canada. So
Okay.
onecaribbeancanada.ca. So that's yeah, all
Okay,
the
perfect.
resources.
I can always go back to those slides if you want to show it.
Yeah, I
Um,
went over that quite quickly.
sure. But we can go back if you want. And we'll just take a look here. Do you want to do that, Carrie, just to show them the slide?
Sure, that's great.
Sure. One moment, please. All right, I'm just going to share my screen.
Really is. And actually, every Monday, Tuesday, once you sign up for One Caribbean Canada, if you haven't already, um, there is a weekly What You Need to Know e-blast that goes out with news updates from all the islands who are members. Yeah, or countries, sorry, 25 countries, 33 hotels, airlines, and some dive operators, and more are coming. So this is a super resource and lots of tidbits that you can share with your clients. But any question you have about entry requirements, about currency, weather, dental offices, pharmacies, you name it, it gets pretty nitty gritty too. So top level events and fun stuff down to any nitty gritty questions. So yes, go to onecaribbeancanada.ca.
Okay, great. So I just put it back up there. You're right. They're an amazing resource for sure. Okay, so we got that for Judy. Judy, perfect. And oh, Judy said, thank you so much. That's what she was referring to. So awesome.
Excellent.
Okay, Carla, this one's for you. Carla, where do clients get picked up on the Dutch side if they're going on the day cruise?
Great question. So we're centrally located. We operate out of Port de Plaisance Yacht Club, which is in Cole Bay. And so that's where our charters start and end. And, but if we can be flexible as well, because sometimes we have cruise ship guests who are pretty, stuck to a schedule. And so we can take the catamaran closer to where they come off of their cruise ship in Phillipsburg. And so we can work with them on some custom package timing and pick up and drop off. So whatever meets them best, but usually centrally located on the Dutch side at Port de Plaisance.
Okay, amazing. Amazing, amazing. So just amazing comments. Gorgeous. They love the villas. They love the sailing over the beautiful blue waters. I mean, I'm gonna pass them all on to Carrie for sure because you can't miss these.
And also, you can island hop on Renegade and go to Anguilla, etc., different islands, which is awesome. Or if somebody wants to do a dual center holiday, it's using St. Maarten as the hub to go and visit St. Bart's, Saba, St. Eustatius, Anguilla, or further afield.
Okay,
Lots of options.
lots of options. This has been super fabulous. Super, super fabulous. We love learning about our beautiful St. Maarten and our beautiful guests with us today. The ladies have been amazing. You guys are great speakers, great presenters. You had me at the first slide. I was like, love it, love it, love it.
Hello, yeah.
And our spoiled agents, they love it too. The comments are amazing. Barb on Facebook said, this sounds like a perfect getaway for my girlfriends, all of us to go together. So great combination for everybody.
Oh, yes, girlfriends being renegades. I am so in. Barbara, can I come too, please?
All right. So don't forget, if you get an email from Carrie or Carrie's team the next day or so, it's really good news because you won a $100 gift card, a super, super generous gift today. Thank you so much. And Monday's the big day. So check out Carrie's page on Monday. I popped in the links. Also, while the ladies were speaking, I popped in their contact information as well. So please, that's how you can reach out to them. But we will also include it in our follow-up email with the ladies' contact information. So if anyone needs to reach out, they want to book a villa, a beautiful cruise, it's all there for you. And Carrie's, of course, as well. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Everyone's saying thank you. Had a great crowd as usual. And
Thank you.
And how about a hip hip hooray for Susan, who made it all happen and run smoothly. Thank you, Susan.
thank you, ladies, so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I love it. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming right now.
Me too.
Maybe I'll see you all soon.
Come on the fam.
Woo! All right, everyone. Thanks again.
All right.
Thanks for everything. Have a
Thanks.
great day.
You bet. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.